Deion Sanders' enemy turned friend defends Shedeur Sanders speeding. This is normal athlete behavior. There are a few reasons why Shedeur Sanders fell to the fifth round of the 2025 NFL Draft. His physical profile wasn't outstanding, and bringing him into a team meant inviting a ton of attention from outside media. A lot of NFL franchises didn't want to put up with that, but the Cleveland Browns felt it was worth the risk so late in the draft. For much of rookie camp, it seemed like Cleveland got its money's worth. Sanders went toe-to-toe with third-round rookie Dillon Gabriel and made himself at home in the locker room even when veterans arrived. The spotlight from the national media didn't go away, but everything was positive. Now, the tune has changed. Sanders' speed violations in recent weeks have painted him and the organization in a negative light. Deion Sanders has kept his thoughts on the situation to himself, which is the best course of action at the moment. Shedeur himself has already addressed it. He doesn't need anyone defending him, but a former enemy of Deion has come out to have his son's back. Asant Samuel defends Shedeur Sanders. Every player speeds. Asant Samuel, who was in a rift for years with Deion due to a misunderstanding, but has now made up with the head coach, posted a message of support while calling out the negative coverage of Sanders. While a lot of athletes may be inclined to speed, calling it normal behavior may be a stretch. It's particularly concerning due to the frequency that it's been happening. While the coverage may be different if it wasn't Sanders behind the wheel, it still doesn't excuse his actions. Once upon a time in the heart of college football, there was no love lost between Deion Sanders and Marcus Mad Dog Holloway. Holloway, a former SEC linebacker turned television analyst, had carved his name into the sport with the same intensity he brought to his years on the field, aggressive, unfiltered, and unapologetically critical. When Deion Sanders took over as head coach of Jackson State and later Colorado, Mad Dog was among the loudest skeptics. He called Deion a showboat in a coach's hat, doubted his long-term impact, and made headlines for saying, "Swagger doesn't win championships, discipline does." The rivalry played out on sports networks, radio shows, and podcasts like a modern gladiator match. But time, like football, is full of unexpected plays. Their relationship began to shift during the 2023 season when Colorado faced off against Oregon. After a tough loss, Deion appeared at the press conference not with excuses, but with honesty. He praised Oregon's game plan and admitted Colorado had a long way to go. Something in Holloway softened. Weeks later, when Mad Dog joined the ESPN panel covering Colorado versus USC, Deion walked up to him, clapped him on the shoulder, and said with a grin, "Still hate me, brother." Mad Dog laughed, maybe for the first time on camera, and replied, "No hate, just respect now." That was the beginning. Over the following months, Holloway became less of a critic and more of a cautious admirer. He started to see past the flash and understood the foundation Deion was building: discipline masked in charisma, loyalty wrapped in bravado, and a genuine love for his players. So when the news broke in June 2025 that Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son and Colorado's star quarterback, had been ticketed for driving 102 miles per hour in a 65 zone, the media swarmed like buzzards. Headlines flared: Shedeur reckless, QB faces criticism amid speeding scandal. Like father, like son. Deion's legacy under scrutiny. Critics pounced. Social media called for suspensions, questioned Deion's parenting, and demanded apologies. Then, surprisingly, Marcus Mad Dog Holloway stepped up to the mic and said the one thing no one expected: "This is normal athlete behavior. I'm not excusing it, but I am contextualizing it." The studio fell silent. Then, Mad Dog leaned forward, eyes intense. "Let me tell y'all something. When I was 21, playing at LSU, I had a Dodge Charger with an EMI. I once hit 110 on I-10 just because I was mad after a game. Was it stupid? Absolutely. But it wasn't a character flaw. It was immaturity, adrenaline, and youth. Shedeur isn't out here hurting people, flashing guns, or skipping class. He's not a menace. He's a young man with horsepower under his feet and a million eyes watching him grow up in real time. The take sparked immediate buzz. Some applauded Holloway for his honesty. Others accused him of enabling bad behavior, but Mad Dog doubled down in a follow-up interview. This isn't about entitlement, he said. It's about understanding the ecosystem these kids live in. Athletes grow up under pressure cookers, expectation, performance, media scrutiny. They're trained to take risks on the field. Sometimes that bleeds off it. You want accountability. Fine, let's not crucify every mistake.